up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, GuitarJamz.com. Tons of requests recently for this really beautiful acoustic progression. I've got the capo on the 3rd fret. It's pretty basic chords, but you can add little embellishments, which is really helpful when you're learning, just the beginner cowboy chords as a way to spice it up and to keep furthering your progression as a musician. Also to keep furthering your progression as a musician, subtle, you can actually check out that link, actually right down there. I can see it in the blue letters. You can click on that and I'll send you more videos that will help you progress as a guitar player, as well as a chord and scale book and other offers. And I really appreciate that. But let's zoom in and I'm going to show you how to play this pretty stuff. All right? Here we go. All right, so let's see. There's kind of that pretty little intro, which is also used in the song. A couple other little things, and then a bridge section, and then you pretty much got it. But the core of the song, whether you're a beginner or a more advanced player, is we're going to anchor our pinky. We got the capo on the 3rd fret, and you go 3 frets up. We're going to anchor our pinky on that 3rd fret of the high E. And then, this is a great thing to practice, even if you don't want to learn this song, although I assume you do if you're watching this video. You have a C chord, but with the pinky added there. Funny enough, that doesn't have a fancy name. That's actually still just a C major chord. Because a G, anyway, don't worry about it. Pinky there. Then if you scooted these over to an F chord, pinky's still there. And then here's a really cool trick for some of you, if you don't know it yet. Ring finger to the 3rd of the low E, middle finger to the 2nd of the A, and that's a G chord. So watch how pretty that sounds. So the gist of the song actually is really just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You got a C and you got the F. And you could even do all down strums. I'm going down. I'm going down, down, up, down, up. But the structure of the vocal part would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, F, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. And then finally that G chord. But what he's actually doing is he's changing that 3rd fret of the high E to the 1st fret. Now, it's still going to work if you just play it like that, but he adds that now, which would be called a G7. So, and that's the form. Obviously, there's embellishing, but if you can only do that, you got it. Okay, now let's work on that intro with the fancy embellishing. So I went down on the bass note, then a little down up on the higher strings, followed by the open G string by itself to get a little melody note in there. And then another down, up, so. 3rd fret on that D of the F chord. I'm still keep going back to that high thing there, and you can call that a pedal. So I'm going 3, 2, 0 on the D string. So from the top. Then I'm moving my middle finger over to the 2nd of the A right there. So right back to that C chord. Did you notice I only did the little single notes there? Watch. Because all we need to do besides that is just keep going back to that thing. So you got. So when you deconstruct it, it's not as magical as it sounds. Now, we'll take some practice if you're a beginner, but you can just see, wow, there's a bunch of pretty stuff going on just all off of that chord shape, So that last little move is 3 on the D, 2 on the D to the C chord. So followed by, you can just strum that C chord and hammer that 2nd fret of the D string. And that you can pretty much do that for the singing portion now. So you've got. This is just standard, but then that 3rd one. And then from the C chord, just a little walk down. Now, anytime a C to a G, you can do 3, 2, 0 to a G. And the opposite, 3, 0, 2, 3 to a C. So the singing part again. And then from that, so every other one does the G chord during the vocals. So the first time, instead of playing it like the intro, it goes to the G chord. The second time, it's exactly like that intro. So here it is again, just to explain that. Actually, I'm going to do the whole thing from the top. Here's the intro. Now the vocals. A little walk down from the F down to the G, walk walk back up to C. Sorry, I was talking and playing at the same time. Now it's the second time the vocals to the F, C, F, C. Now just like the intro. Bum, bum, da, 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 ba, da, da. Okay. Now we need the bridge. And then that's pretty much the song. I mean, even when the harmonica comes in, all that stuff, it's still that structure that I've taught you already. So the bridge, F. You can just play it the same way. I mean, you could play a bar chord. You could do any F you know. F, E minor, which shouldn't be too hard for you. And then F to D. And I feel like the Piano Man took a lot from this progression. This song came before Billy Joel's Piano Man. But, I mean, this kind of reminds me of it a lot, actually. So we've got F, E minor, F, D, G, right back to the top. So look at that G thing. Adding my middle finger to the second fret of the D. And I'm just taking my ring finger off and going to the third. And I'm just not strumming those low strings anymore. All right, hope that was helpful. Those embellishments are always really cool to be able to add to your basic chords, you know, spicy flavor. Also, I've got that clickable link down there, help you learn stuff, all that, help support me. I really appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure I'll see you in another video lesson real soon. All right, take care.